Hey everybody, sorry about no video yesterday. I'm not perfect. It's really no other excuse other than I'm not perfect. I didn't do it. So we're going to do two today. This is Mindfulness Month Day 8 on the 9th. But I thought something that would be interesting to talk about is the present in respect to both the past and the future. So today we'll talk about the past, and then tomorrow, which will be in a few minutes, we'll talk about the future. Um, so I'm going to be leaning very heavily on Eckhart Tolle for this. His book, The Power of the Now. Go get it or listen to it, um, because it's important. We also, I don't know, when the back of my head's a little itchy. Um, so Power of the Now, Eckhart Tolle. We're getting a little esoteric, right? So let's break it down a bit. I got my notes on my lap, so that's why I'm looking down there. um, okay, so if you're not present, your future will be a replica of your past. You're not going to get out of it. Um, so the reason why is the reason for that. The reason is the only place change can be made is in the moment. Do we agree with this? Right? That's the only place you can actually take action and change things is in the moment. So you have to be present here to change any patterns um, or anything that has happened in the past. You need to be present to dissolve the past if you want to move forward with any type of real change. Um, Interestingly enough, this is something a bit more about the future, but uh, your perception of the future, your thoughts about the future, whatever, are intrinsically in the now, right? It's part of your state of consciousness now. So it's not the future. It's just not the future because there's really no such thing. Your perceptions of the future are your perceptions, the state of your consciousness as you're thinking about the future. So the big thing here is, so if what we're talking about is you're carrying around a lot of the past, right? Because a lot of us do that. Certainly, if you're depressed, but I think everybody does carry around these things in the past. Um, you're just gonna perpetuate it because you can't change it unless you're present enough to change it. So in that, the future is dependent on your degree of presence so that you can dissolve the past. What that means is that this is an interesting quote from him. I'm paraphrasing. I'm not. There's a few words they'll be off, but the quality of your consciousness at the present moment is what shapes the future. So what shapes or determines the quality of your consciousness in the moment? That's our presence, and it is the only place you can change and dissolve the past. I know I'm kind of working in a circle here, but I mean, that's kind of what it is. It's just true. And you keep coming back to the same truth. So that's really around what I wanted to say. So this is a different way of looking at the idea that the only place to be happy is in the moment. So it is very important that we learn to be in the moment. And that's our lesson for today. I'll be back in just a little bit with another. I think it'll be about the future. It might be about how negativity doesn't exist in the present. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to do some more listening. I'm going to do a little bit more research and then we'll talk. Okay? You're coming along on this with me, right? Like, I'm not any sort of great teacher person who knows so much more. We're just kind of discovering this stuff together. So that's what I have to say for you today / right now. Right now. Which is funny to think because my now is your past, and your now is my future. Right? So, with that thought, I'm gonna say, even if you're like, wait a second, what? And your eyes are going like all cross-eyed, thinking about like, okay, past is this, and then this the present, but the present isn't, but the present is the only place for the future to, but the past, if you, even if that's what you're doing, you can't always choose to have a grateful day.